How's everybody doing? Well, it's 12:30 a.m. I'm still working, still doing what I gotta do to bring you the best of the best when it comes to astrology and dealing with the astrological signs of the zodiac. But we are dealing with Lilith, and this time we are talking about Lilith in Taurus. I will have Lilith in Taurus in the eighth house myself. I know. What a doozy. What a doozy. Oh my God. You know, I clean up when I snap. It's terrible when you have a beard. Because it falls on your beard. You got to clean yourself. You got to make sure that you stay nice and clean. Okay. Taurus. Fixed earth. Now, here, Lily becomes or descends, let me put it that way, from sexual. I'm in a sexually hungry demon to a sensually hungry morsel. Taurus. We're dealing with the physical body, the beauty of the physical body, the muscle, the abs, the woman's pubic hair, and the smell of her vagina, the smell and the taste of her fluids. In a man, it will be the smell of his growing area, which is to some women it's a turn on. The smell and the erotic appeal of his hairy armpits and the biceps and the muscles and even the sweat of a man or of a woman. The pheromones that can drive a man and a woman crazy with desire. Lilith in Taurus, where the five senses of Taurus are stimulated by visualization. With Lilith in Taurus, the eyes become the source of your downfall. The eyes see the physical body and becomes obsessed, becomes fallacious with the prospect of indulging in the physical body, the breasts, the nipples, the thighs, the hips of a woman, you know, and just, the supple softness of a woman's body. Her smell, she smells of perfume, of flowery. And then her vaginal fluids can drive a man crazy. Also, we're dealing with the menstrual fluid, the menstrual flow. The smell of the blood of a woman menstruating can drive men crazy. Because the blood has certain ectoplasmic pheromones that's designed to bring the man to a rise and make him want to go and fuck a woman. Haven't you ever wondered that when a woman is ovulating or menstruating, she gets very horny? The closer the egg gets to going down from the fallopian tube, because it takes 7 days before it goes into the cervix and then into the vagina and then out as a period. The woman is going crazy with horniness. The vagina gets tight, hard. Just like a dick gets hard, gets a boner, well, the vagina gets hard and it's hard. It's difficult to penetrate a woman when her vagina is hard, like a rock. You can't, you can't pry it up, the bitch open, because she's real horny and real smoldering hot. I know this is intense, but this is Lilith. So we gotta go there, guys and dolls. It's impossible to penetrate a woman whose vagina is so tight and so hard. Now this can happen because she's scared or nervous, like a virgin who clamps up, or a man who's too harsh and insensitive, who doesn't take his time to touch her skin, squeeze gently her knee, and breathe with and gently kiss her neck. Have a reeling with desire, having her wet with desire, dripping down her panties. Well, the same thing with the male, and in homosexuality as well. The physical senses are stimulated. The smell of a man's pheromone can drive a woman to orgasm and into a frenzy. And it happens to gay men too, who like the smell of other men. How many men are turned on by another man's body's fluid and his armpits and his hairy armpits, or his smells and his touch and the taste of his tongue, you know, and the same of a woman. How about the sounds that can come out of a man when he's grunting and groaning because the sex is so good? He's being whipped as he screams in desire. Punish me with your sensual and sexual desires. While the woman devours him sexually like a grasshopper or praying mantis devours a man and then eats him alive. So it can be nourishment for the baby. The five senses become vehicles of sexual eroticism, physical and wanton desire. Lilith in Taurus. But then again, with these deep, 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 deep desires comes a certain level of obsession. The opposite polarity of Taurus is Scorpio, which rules the genitals itself. So to have Lilith in Taurus, you have spirit descends into matter and becomes decadent in matter. People with Lilith in Taurus, and this can happen in several gradients of intensity or levels of experience within the same paradigm. I have Lilith in Taurus, and yes, I am very sensual. I cannot have sex like fucking. That's the last part. For me, the foreplay is most important with a Lilith in Taurus. It's all about, and I'm a Virgo, the earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, we rule sensuality, while the fire signs rule sexuality. Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. The other sexual signs, which should be sensual but are not, are the water signs. They're the most sexual of all the four elements in astrology, beginning with the cardinal water, active water of Cancer, and then the intensity of Scorpio, and then the sexually loose energy of the ocean's currents throughout the globe, which is symbolized by the oceans of Pisces. So, just like water bathes the earth, and the earth pregnates itself with life from the essence of the waters, so does the physical senses of a Taurian. It awakens him to the sexual delights and pleasures that are trapped within. Remember, Taurus is outside Earth, while the polarity of Scorpio is within, hidden. The intensity of sexual desire and sexual experience is coupled by the imagination and the intensity of that imagination of what that desire to express can be, and the manifestation of after expressing those intense and even primal desires. But it gets better from here, because when you have Lilith in Taurus, you want to experience total decadence. You want to experience the depth of spirit into matter, which means that you are willing to go more than the extra mile to experience full, blissful, and unadulterated decadence, hedonism, and debauchery. Taurus, Lilith in Taurus, fixed earth. Okay? Taurus rules food. Remember, to understand Lilith, you have to understand that she can influence you, if you have Lilith in Taurus, through the five senses. A word about physical touch. Now, I've mentioned with Mars and Taurus, and in my other subsequent videos about Taurus, that Taurus has the gift of physical touch. The hands can be a source of great orgasm to any woman, provided the man is very skillful and knows what he's doing. And of course, it can happen with men and men, or women and men, or men and women. There's an art to physical touch. Some of the best massage therapists and masseuses are Taurian, or they have strong Taurian aspects to their charts if they're not Taurian. Chiropractors who work with their hands have strong Taurus decans or North Node or Lilith in Taurus, because it is the source of healing. The hands are a source of healing. So understand that Lilith in Taurus is concerned with total diabolical decadence of spirit engrossed into physical matter. It is the most demonic expression of Lilith in astrology. It's in Taurus. Well, I told you what I used to do. I used to be a porn actor. I used to be a prostitute, a sex worker. I used to swing on poles and sling dick. I used to run a whorehouse. I used to run a burlesque club in downtown Manhattan and Soho. Those were the Giuliani years. When he came into office, he shut down 42nd Street and all those peep shows and those Triple X movie theaters. I used to love all of that. I used to live in them places all the time. Yeah, I was a kinky motherfucker myself. Still kind of am on the sneak tip. But as a priest, that part of my life is over. But understand what I'm trying to tell you. You know, when you have Lilith and Taurus, the men and the women gotta be voluptuous, physically stimulating. If you're not physically stimulating, I can't fuck with you. I mean, I'm talking about the lower nature, of course. I'm 52 years old. I don't feel and think that way now. I've been with everybody, any kind of people, shapes and forms and sizes. But that wasn't the case when I was younger. You have to be a chiseled Adonis or a chiseled Hellenistic beauty of Helen of Troy or Cleopatra. Physical beauty and physical sensation is very important with those born with Lilith in Taurus. And it can lead to extreme hedonism, debauchery, and gross perversity. I'll give you an example. With Lilith in Taurus, you can engage in S&M practices. Dress in leather with tight pants, leather pants, with over elongated crotches, a bicep ring, a choke ring, you know. I use instruments like dildos and balls and whipped cream. Cause you got whipped cream on the body. I lick the whipped cream off the woman's breast, or or a man's penis or rectum. Because or putting food on people's body and eating it off their body. All of that is an expression of Lilith in Taurus, the descent of spirit into material matter, the devil itself. Material matter is deep. It's deep. Lilith in Taurus. And having said that, bitch needs to re-up. Yes, Lilith in Taurus is no joke. It's total decadence. Delicious, hungry abandon. But then you have to deal with the consequences of such decadence and allowing yourself to submerge yourself into that kind of hedonistic self-indulgence that can only be awarded with Lilith and Taurus. Okay, so now what? This is the dark shadow aspect of Scorpio, because Taurus is the shadow. So when you're born with Lilith and Taurus, you have very dark and obsessive sexual fantasies. Too wicked to even mention. But I'll mention it here. Mama Duke. Okay? Understand that with Taurus and with Lilith and Taurus, I won't be surprised. I mean, I've done it. I ain't gonna lie. I've done it. You can engage in golden showers where you piss on your partner, or brown shower where you shit on your partner, or deal with S&M practices where you tie the person up and beat the shit out of them and piss on them and burn them with cancers. I've done all of that. Yeah. I have Lilith and Taurus, you know? And I used to model underwear when I had the body, all that. So, and ran the streets and, just crazy, crazy. I need God in my life. I need God. Yeah, right. I am God, having fun as a human, like every single one of us. So understand that living Taurus is deliciously decadent. Yeah, it is. Moving away now from the sexual aspect of Lilith in Taurus. Now let's talk about how Lilith in Taurus can affect you in other ways and in other areas. Okay? When Lilith is in the sign of the bull, Taurus, I've already mentioned, the lust is off the fucking chart. Off the charts. Wait, I need some ice on this bitch. It's off the charts. And it's off the charts because the sensuality of Taurus is unlike any other position in astrology. Taurus represents physical earth. But here's the thing. When you have Lilith in Taurus, you want what you want when you want it, and everyone else can go fish. You have fantasies of self-indulgence. You have dreams of throwing yourself to the guilty pleasures that you allow yourself to experience, either in thought or in physical action. You don't censor anything to yourself, for yourself, to yourself or for yourself. There's a deep, 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 deep lust and desire for love, for luxury, material luxury, and money. These things are an aphrodisiac for other people that are looking at you because they know that you vibrate this intensity to have money, to have status, to live in luxury. And you attract other people that vibrate the same way. The only thing is that all of this can be dangerous and can lead to all kinds of nemesis. But the one thing that is very dangerous is that you can be very jealous, insanely jealous, demonically, diabolically jealous. I was guilty of that. I know I'm a very jealous man. I get very jealous. I'm with you. You're with me. If I'll go crazy. But I've gotten better. I'm 52. I've lived a half a century. I've gotten better. But jealousy. Whew, Lilith in Taurus. Para bailar. You all know me. The shadow of Lilith in Taurus is that of a bully, a greedy, gluttonous, and possessive asshole. A man or a woman who's a slave to his carnal, decadent, earthly desires. Okay? The person born with Lilith in Taurus will be a bully. He will force, coerce, and tyrannize others into submission. Be careful. Don't fuck with a man or a woman with Lilith in Taurus, because it's worse than if you have Lilith in Scorpio. These people will go to no length to dominate you, suppress you, and have you do their bidding. This is especially true if you are unevolved, immature. Understand that with Lilith in Taurus, you have a powerful sense of the physical and the beauty behind such physicality. You see life around you. Look, the flowers, the trees, the roses, everything in nature is beautiful and sensual. You see the sensuality in anything and everything in nature, and you feel the pulses and the rhythms. This is Lilith in Taurus. Donate 347-485-6258. And now I have Venmo. Thank you. This concludes Lilith in Taurus.